and we are here. We are live with the inaugural first episode of Just Your Average Job with very infamous Gary Faust. Hello, Gary.
What's up, brother?
And special guest in the house, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Uncle Lazer.
Yeah, boy. Hey, get off your fucking phone. Let's fucking podcast.
Hey, you know,
Gary's doing things.
I'm glad that we're able to finally do this, man. This is the third time we've tried to put this together.
Yeah. Oh, God, dude, the first time I was so sick. I just got back from Idaho, and I got so sick to the point where I was like hallucinating, so I couldn't leave, and I was like looking for medicine.
What did you have, man?
I don't know. The cold.
You were just so sick. You were not getting sleep or something?
No, I slept a lot, but I think it's just because I partied 4 straight days.
Bender.
Bad. And then
I've been there.
I'm flying back and I land in Colorado, and you ever just know you're getting sick, you get those chills and you're like, oh shit, it's coming.
Yeah.
Here we go. And then I was done for a week, and I had so many good shows lined up that week. I had us.
Yeah.
And then I had some others for the fitness podcast, and I had to cancel everything.
All of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, one thing I learned is you do not want to watch sci-fi movies when you're sick and you're like tripping balls and you're like hallucinating because your temperature's through the roof. I was watching this Jared Leto movie, and made things
Which
so
one?
much.
Requiem for a Dream?
No, it's like he's in space or some shit. He's like time traveling.
Oh, shit.
Typical Jared
That's
Leto
not a sci-fi movie, bro. That's like a drug addict movie. Glad your mind went there, though, dude. Seems like you're doing good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing it, Gary. We're finally here.
Yeah, dude. We still fucking miss Bobby, but
I know. Where's he at?
Dead.
I don't know, dude. He texted me at fucking 5 in the morning, and he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it, man. I was like, whatever, dude. You fucking suck, dude.
Oh, so we're missing. So you guys have the My Drunk Uncles podcast.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Shit. 6 months, maybe?
Is it you
July?
is it you three? Is there more?
It's
Yeah.
pretty much. Well, it's his podcast.
Yeah, but Gary and Bobby are a pretty big staple of it. So it's on and off. Me and Gary fight a lot. So
Yeah, he's literally fired me 5 times. In fact, I just
Just
got
hired him
this
today.
morning.
Hey,
Hired him
congrats,
this morning.
man!
We're back, boys.
Stimulating
It's
the
going.
economy.
It's going.
Job growth.
There's 100 songs, 100 Christmas songs. There's only one song about the boys being back in town. You know what I'm saying?
Boys are back in town.
Yeah, dude.
Hell
Dude, you
yeah.
guys missed it. We were jamming out to Leonard Skinner's Freebird, just the guitar solo though.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah,
Oh,
dude.
we're going.
Yeah, every time I hear that song, I think of like when Jenny does cocaine in Forrest Gump, almost jumps off that ledge. At Hotel Building. That's instantly what my mind goes to.
Oh, dude,
I have a hard time listening to Leonard Skinner anymore because it reminds me of Adam Hartle.
who's out?
You never met him? He was the guy who originally founded Sunset Strip Comedy, ATX.
Oh, okay.
Great.
I was
He died last year.
Yeah.
A year ago, like last week.
Okay.
Yeah. He
I
had
just
a
learned
heart
about him.
condition that he never told anybody about. He literally wore a heart monitor 24/7. I had no idea. I knew him for years. Never even knew.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he didn't tell me he had a heart condition because he wasn't supposed to be drinking. And he knows that he wanted to drink with me probably. So
Oh my God. Yeah, it's the whole comedy scene out here is blowing up, and that's how I met you. Because are you originally from Austin?
no, I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm from Dayton, and then I caught a train out to California when I was 19. I just threw some bags on a train and got on and left.
Like with a stick?
No, it had like a strap. It was like a duffel bag. I didn't have like a knapsack. I'm not Bobby Flacco, dude. I don't fly to LA with a bag full of fucking crystals and fucking
Yeah, he had a
like 2 cups of
Healing
coffee
rocks.
just sitting in there
He
splashing
He
around.
literally had a fucking grocery bag, like one
Yeah.
of the recyclable ones.
Yeah.
That was his carry-on.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
here, fucking.
Yeah, no, but for real, it really was like a knitted grocery bag. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
He didn't bring any clothes. He dressed like an old lesbian the entire time. He wore that windbreaker.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what are you doing? But hey, travel light, they say.
Yeah, I guess. Or, don't travel at all. Just stay home and sell oranges on the side of fucking 183, you piece of shit, dude.
Good God, dude. Yeah, that guy fucking. I have no idea where he is, dude.
Who cares
No?
a shit?
That seems to be the rhetoric with you
Yeah,
this
and,
week.
and on Monday, same thing.
Yeah,
happened.
that was
He was
my
over
bad.
here fucking around with some witch girl that was throwing period blood and lasagna at him or some shit.
Sounds like a good time.
Shit, I still can't get the smell out of my fucking room. Dude. I done bleached it. It's so bad. I got assaulted with fucking lasagna. Like, domestic dispute is cool, man, because everything becomes a weapon. And she launched a plate of hot lasagna at me and beat me over the head with a fucking free breadsticks from Italian Garden or Olive Garden or whatever the fuck. She's crazy.
Then she said, "Say when."
Yeah. And then she like fucking spit on me. I caught it in my mouth and we made love.
Dude, you know what's funny is that sometimes people think the stories we're telling are made up, but no, these are true. He FaceTimed me at midnight on Monday. I get done bowling. I was drunk, dude. I was like, this is my last day before I'm doing sober December, so I tied one on. And this girl jammed a fucking White Claw into the door of my truck. I get home, open the door, and it had leaked into the like between the door, like the plastic door with the cup holder and shit. It leaked between that and the frame of the door. So when I open the door, it's pouring out the bottom. So I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm all pissed off. I text him. I'm like, this bitch put a fucking White Claw on my door. And immediately he FaceTimes me, and instead of his face, I just see the wall with just a splatter of lasagna all over it.
Oh, that's terrible.
I told him to stop messing around with that girl, dude.
Gosh.
They never listen.
Dude, you have to FaceTime or else your friends don't believe you.
Oh, no, I believe everything this motherfucker says, dude.
Oh, well, you have to have evidence, too.
Literally the only person that has crazier stories with women than I do.
Yeah, you like what you like.
What was this chick? Was she white? Was she Latina?
No, she's white. We used to date a long time ago. I hadn't heard from her in like 10 months. And then she hit me up the other night after my show. She's like, I'm in town. I'm like, oh, boy. I was like, well, all right. So we went on a retreat weekend at mine, her house for a week. I turned off my phone, ignored everybody because I already know they're going to give me. Because everybody gives you, hey, don't do that. I know not to do that, motherfucker, but I'm going to do it because she got a pussy like a snapping turtle. So I had to go see her. And then I realized that's why I don't hang out with her, because she just does violent shit.
Just switches on you.
And you can't hit women, right? Because they don't fall correctly. And just fucking, they're just like fall like newborn deer. Like, wild. You can't do it in public at least. But, it's fucking, God bless her soul, yeah.
Newborn deer. Dude, a newborn deer trying to walk is like the same thing as watching Bobby on too much ketamine in the K-hole. Just walking around.
Yeah, dude.
He's learning how to walk for the first time. His legs are made of fucking Play-Doh that hasn't stiffened up already.
Yeah, dude.
But dude.
God.
What are you gonna do?
Adventures with women.
We like what we like.
I'm still on a pretty nasty streak. I ended a relationship like 2 or 3 years ago, and I've had nothing but chaos.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you hadn't been laid since then. I was like, whose podcast are we doing?
Yeah, right.
See you later, dude.
Yeah,
no,
right,
in fact, dude, I don't know. I've been like so cautious lately. Like the last 2 one night stands I've had have been complete nightmares. So, Gary, I think I was telling you about this. The last chick I got with forgot to mention she has like extreme night terrors.
Oh no.
So she's laying down next to me. I'm like half asleep pretty much. And then all of a sudden just awakes like an exorcism, screaming. And I'm like, what? And I thought someone had like broke in or something. And she just like chills out. And I'm like, whoa, what happened? And she's like, what happened?
Oh no.
And I'm like, you tell me what happened. Like you're screaming.
She thought it was real.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, sorry. I have like really bad like nightmares.
Real life night terror.
Yeah. She should have told you that. Stay up. That's weird, man. I feel like you
scared
should
the
let
shit out of
somebody
me.
know.
Terrifying.
Dude, I was in San Diego messing around with this girl, absolutely beautiful, total sweetheart. We get back to her house, fooling around, pass out. In the middle of the night, she just decked me in my sleep. I didn't tell you that part of that story.
Yeah, dude, I love that.
Yeah,
Why?
she
She
was asleep. But no. Like we're laying there, and she's like, "Oh wait, I forgot I got to take my medicine." And I was like, "Well, what's going on?" She takes what is that shit? Seroquel.
NyQuil?
You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-uh.
It helps you sleep. They prescribed that shit to me when I was really young.
Melatonin?
Ambien.
No, Seroquel.
Okay.
Seroquel. It's like a fucking. They gave it to me because they said I was bipolar, but it helps you sleep, and when I used to take it, I would sleep for like 16 hours straight, but like a dead sleep, bro. Like where you have like weird dreams and you. Anyway, she took it and then put on this nightcap. This like you know what I'm talking about?
With the
blindness.
eyes.
The
With
eye.
like Cyclops from X-Men.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
And then she passes out. I was like, all right, well, if that's what you do. So I knock out, and then I just woke up to just getting socked in the face. But she was still asleep, dude.
And
at least I think she was.
You hope so.
She could have just been peeking out. Underneath
Just said, no chance.
Zero accountability.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, dude. Good for her. She's a sweetheart.
Well, the one before the night terror chick, I'd met. I think that's back. Like, you ever like have those like times where you get on like a dating app and then you get rid of it because you just get burned out?
I haven't had a dating app in like 5 years.
Dude, you're not missing much. It's getting worse. But this chick I met up with forgot to mention that she was deaf. And Johnny, you'll appreciate this. We call him Johnny No Ears.
Oh, whoa.
You can't hear.
Wait.
Can't hear.
She's like, do
Yeah.
sign language and shit?
At all.
Yeah, nothing. So we hang out. Dinner was weird because can't talk to her, and I don't know sign language.
What do
Wait,
y'all just-
this guy can't hear?
Yeah,
No,
you can't hear
dude, there's
shit.
a story one time where I was sleeping and a fire alarm went off. And
Slept
the
through the
girl
fire
woke
alarm?
up. The girl woke up, expecting me to protect the house and stuff, and I am sound asleep.
Yeah.
Bro, why
She's
do you
like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
And
why do you have headphones on if you can't hear, dude?
Well, he's got the
volume's
AIDS
all
in
the way
there.
up.
Well, dude, one time we go and shoot these.
Dude, you realize that's hilarious that you have a deaf guy running the audio
The
for
sound.
this,
he's
right?
great.
you notice how I'm
Yeah.
looking at your lips, not the screen?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we go shoot these highlights for like different like health and wellness facilities in town, and we were shooting one at God, I can't even remember, but he runs the drones. He has the drones, and
yeah.
I have to yell at him for him to hear me. And this guy that like owns the gym comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, take it easy on him." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "He's doing a good job." And I was like, "I know." And he's like, "Hey, you don't have to yell at him." And I was like, "Yes, I do."
you do.
Yeah, he
He's
can't hear
deaf,
me.
yeah.
And
So that dude just thought you were a
So-
huge fucking asshole.
oh, dude, for sure.
So when you got to the date, though, how'd y'all communicate? Like with Etch-a-Sketch and shit?
Dude,
Or what were y'all-
texting,
what were
bro.
y'all
I had to
fucking
like,
doing, dude?
well, she could kind of read my lips, but it didn't help because when she talked, it was like muffled. And so, fast forward, we end up back at my place and did not waste time. We're going at it, but what I realized
Did she
is,
talk weird?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna hear some things. So, well, not her, but so.
Can she moan and shit? Or
Oh, I'm gonna tell you.
like that?
Oh, bro.
Hell yeah.
You ready for this? This was an experience of a lifetime. So we're hooking up, and I realize, like, I am not, like, the dirtiest, kinkiest dude in bed. I don't talk, like, nothing like that. But I realize, because I'm pretty insecure. I'm, like, shy. But I realize this is my chance to try it out. Like, she's not going to hear anything I say. So flip her over. I'm just letting every dirty thought come to mind just out. And I feel like a dog. Just like, this is amazing. And then it was already kind of weird because, like you just said, it sounds like her moans is like a pod of whales. And you're just like,
Just orcas?
yeah, dude, it's not that thrilling. So I'm trying to like get on with it. And then the worst part is when you're done and you get that post-nut clarity and then she wants to like cuddle and talk and you're like,
You can't, yeah.
can't talk, but you know, have you ever heard like deaf girls talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not enjoyable after you're
Oh,
done.
no.
But yeah, so
Why'd you stay?
it was my apartment. I couldn't
well,
leave.
I got no sympathy for you at all at
Yeah.
that point, dude.
Never heard from me again.
Well, yeah, she couldn't hear. Zing, zing, you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Hey. What if you just pulled her pants down, like where her pussy's supposed to be, just like 2 ears? You know what I'm saying? Just bam, dude.
Yeah.
I used to work with this this reminds me. I used to work with this Cajun motherfucker on the oil rig. Oh, Josh Miller, shout out, baby boy. And he's like south of I-10 Cajun as fuck. And he was like, "Hey, Lazer, you ever make that pussy fart?" And I said, "What?" He said, "You ever make that pussy fart? You ever make that pussy shit?" And I was like, "What are you fucking saying to me, dude?" That was a strange. That just reminded me.
Oh, dude. Well, and then this morning I was talking to my best friend from I'm from Idaho.
Oh,
And-
fuck.
yeah.
Dude. Hell yeah.
And I don't know if you know, Idaho's got like a pretty dominant Mormon population.
Yeah?
And we were talking this morning about have you ever heard of the term soaking?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's where you just like put it in but don't move. or
Don't
some
move.
Shit. It's
And
so retarded.
you get like a friend that jumps on the bed.
Is that real?
It's a real thing.
They
bro.
jump on the bed?
So dude, look it up. It's called soaking. And these Mormons, they've tricked themselves into believing that you can get inside, but as long as you're not pounding away,
You're not sinning.
you're not breaking the rules. And so what they'll do is they'll ask a friend to like jump on the bed, which forces you to move around while you're inside. And
But they actually have somebody come
Nah.
and jump on the bed.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's fucking batshit crazy.
I know.
It's a
Yeah.
weird way.
That's
around.
like a reverse
like,
cuckold, dude.
when I went, but there's a lot of that shit because when I went to the fucking church camp when I was 14, those women, you can't have sex premarital or whatever, but anal's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I feel like we're doing, and then like
That's almost worse.
you got to realize at 14, you don't know anything about assholes just yet. And anal is like, you got to prepare for that. You can't just jump into that after a hot, sweaty day on the basketball court at church.
So everybody's
camp.
just walking around with poop on their dicks.
Just poop butt, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I fucking hate anal sex, dude. Fuck that. I fucked a girl in Ohio one time, and I don't know if it was in the hot tub with the warm water that did it or whatever, but I pulled out and I felt like this like liquid around me, and she had shit herself everywhere.
Oh, God.
And I just went, ah! And she went, ah! And I jumped out of the hot tub and got in my truck and drove the ring, and then I got pulled over. And I got shit covered up, and the cops just like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
He didn't want to.
He's like, get out of here, shit dick.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, dude, anal sex sucks.
Oh boy.
I'm still thinking about that girl that you said might have an ear for a pussy. That's an interesting concept, man.
Yeah, dude.
Because they said that your other senses are heightened if you miss one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Should ask her.
Is it deaf?
She won't be able to hear you, dude.
Is it deaf or is it deaf mute where they can't? Because she couldn't talk either. So she was deaf
She did her
mute.
best.
No. Deaf people can talk, but they talk fucking weird. Hey, say something real quick.
Well, I was born in my hearing, so
Yeah, he's not.
Oh,
Yeah, he
well,
sounds.
I guess I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Fuck.
no. But you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Because every time someone hears me talk and they find out I'm deaf, they're like, "You speak amazing for a deaf person."
Right.
Yeah.
It's like saying you're fast for a white person. It's.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, dude?
That's a good way to put it.
I only failed 2 classes in high school, and ASL was one of them, American Sign Language.
Can't get it.
You weren't allowed
Figure
to
it out.
talk. The other one was actually gym class.
Well, y'all that made y'all took sign language in school?
No. I picked it because I thought it'd be like easy, and also I'm not gonna lie, there was a bunch of really hot girls that took that class, so I was like, this is a win-win. But then I essentially got kicked out because there was a rule that you weren't really allowed to talk like at all in class, and like I can't sit still for 45 minutes and not fucking talk. I can't shut the fuck up at all. I talk to myself when I'm at home. Walk around in circles, talking to myself like a crazy person. So that shit didn't work out for me. And then I kept getting in trouble, and eventually I just got removed from class. So they gave me an F. Same thing happened in gym class, dude. I actually threw a football at this. I was a junior, and I threw a football at this freshman kid like really hard, almost point blank. And I wasn't like trying to bully him or anything. I was just fucking with him, like he was friends with my little brother. And the teacher was like, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. So I organized like a sit down, and I told, and nobody did anything for the whole day. And the teacher was like, Gary, you're fucking like out of control. You can't be in here anymore.
Dude, I was at the Domain like 2 months ago, and there were these 2 people signing, and the cops came over and were like, no gang signs. And I thought that shit was amazing. Yeah.
Wow. And then they couldn't hear the cops.
Yeah, they were like,
deaf.
well, they were trying to show off that they knew ASL, but they weren't actually deaf. But the cops over there were like, hey, no, none of that. No gang signs.
Wow.
They're communicating.
Were they white?
Yeah. Well,
So those cops were fucking pretty dumb.
Yeah, it was one girl and then some guy, and they were trying to like show off that they know sign language.
Dude, those cops didn't know that.
I think they were fucking with them.
Yeah,
I think it's
cops,
pretty funny.
yeah.
The ones at Domain are pretty cool. So
I threw a party one time, and the deaf mute black kid ate all the dog treats out of the pantry. My mom was pissed, dude.
What?
He just started. He thought they were snacks or something. He just tore them fucking dog treats a new asshole, dude. He was getting after it.
Well, he didn't realize that they tasted like.
No, he couldn't talk. He couldn't talk or hear.
What does that have to do with taste?
Exactly.
He didn't.
That's what I said.
Jesus Christ, dude! I don't think that guy was just deaf and.
Nah, he was fucking retarded. I knew that as soon as I befriended him.
oh, dude.
But he got free lunches and shit, so he'd always.
Dude,
slap
maybe
me.
he could become a regular on Kill Tony.
Bro, I'm trying to get this guy I grew up with. He's special needs, and he used to bite his hands, and he'd come to all our football games, and he only listened to Dave Matthews. And he would jam on our sidelines.
Say less, dude.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Yeah. His
Probably
name's-
my cousin, dude.
His name's Ben Quartz, bro, and he graduated like 2005. To give you an idea, I was 2010, and he was still coming to all our football games, every practice. And he would just he loved football and he loved Dave Matthews. Perfect combo.
What a guy.
Yeah. And he would stand on our sidelines. He'd put his headphones on.
Chew on his fingers.
And, well, he would jam. You'd see him air guitar in it, and he would go hard. And then he'd get too built up excitement. He would start biting his hands. And
flustered.
Dude, and one time every summer we would go to Gold Beach, Oregon for a football camp. And I made the mistake of letting him stay the night at my house before we went.
God, did he eat all your jaw treats?
No. And I let him. I showed him a picture of some tits, and it was too much for him. He was so excited. And then I remember at 3 a.m, he's shaking me. He's waking me up, and I'm like, "What? What do you want? What do you want?" He's like, and he used to talk like this. He'd be like, "Oh, hey, Joe, hey, can I see that picture again?" And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, man,
Yeah,
he's trying to jerk off.
And yeah, he just. He's not allowed at football games anymore.
All right, so deaf, mute, David Matthews. What other disabilities do we want to talk about?
We're on fire right
on
now.
some real shit. When I was a senior in high school on the spring break, I met this girl. She has cerebral palsy. I thought her ankle was just sprained. I fucked her for like a month, and they're like, "Yo, she's like handicapped,
dude."
And I'm like, "Dude, she got in an accident playing soccer, dude. It's a high ankle sprain, dude. Fuck you. How's that sound,
dude?"
You know what I'm saying? But I loved her, dude.
Seriously, on another serious note, I had a buddy in high school who felt bad for this chick who had like either, I don't remember if she had no legs or if her legs just didn't work.
She can't run away.
Yeah. Well, he felt bad for her, and so he like took her out on a date. And when he went to her house to pick her up, her dad was like,
"What are you doing?"
Yeah. No, the opposite. He was like, "Hey, thanks, man." You're
Whoa,
good.
really?
Yeah. And like they went out, and then they somehow ended up at a fucking jungle gym afterward, and she hung on to the monkey bars, and he fucked her. I swear to God,
There's no way that's a real
swear to
story,
God, dude. No, it was my buddy.
Dude, Dayton, Ohio is a crazy place.
Hey, we're going January.
Yeah,
dude. I'm excited for that. He's got some shows lined up near my hometown, dude.
Yeah.
Where are you performing in Ohio? Columbus, Cincinnati?
The Funny Bone or the Laugh Factory? Or
Funny Bone, I think.
It's a Funny Bone. And then somewhere in Cincinnati as well.
Just in Columbus and Cincinnati?
And then there's one other little weird, it's like north out by Akron, I believe. I have
Toledo?
To look. It might be Toledo. He just sent me the fucking emails.
Dude, you know what's fun about Ohio is that every single city, there's like a chance you're going to get fucking shot. Like, every city has like a complete garbage area. Columbus does. Cincinnati over the Rhine. If we went to Dayton, dude, I could show you where, well, I don't know if I want to talk about that too much, but I can show you some of the houses I used to rob.
Yeah. I just want to get some of that Skyline chili.
You like that?
I do like it.
It's
That's
fucking
good stuff.
delicious,
It's good
dude.
chili.
Yeah. It really is. A lot of people talk shit on it.
A lot of people are fucking gay.
A lot of people are deaf mute retards, dude. What are you going to do?
We have quite the group of friends.
Yeah, shit, dude.
It's so you're actually originally from Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm from a little like small village about 2 hours south of Houston.
Yeah.
Grew up in like town of like fucking 150 people. Yeah.
Dude, every time somebody's like, "Where are you from?" This motherfucker always says, "A small village." like he's from fucking Lord of the Rings or some shit on this giant quest.
Fucking Shire.
He's
dude.
tribal.
Your hometown really had 150.
Yeah, I think it got, like we had more cows than we had people.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. Damn, that's wild.
Everybody knows everybody and shit.
When did you end up out here?
So I went to college for a semester at ACC, Austin Community College, and then failed that. And then I got a summer job. My dad worked for this oil company, and I was like sweeping floors and shit. And they saw I was pretty decent on computers, and they were like offered me a job on Fort Worth. And they were like, "You want to get this job?" And I was like, "Nah, I kind of want to get my life together and go back to school." They're like, "You make $150K your first year." I was like, "Yeah, fuck school. Let's go do that." So
Why would you ever go to school instead of do that?
Yeah, I did.
Well,
It's
school
a no-brainer.
nowadays.
But dude, back then, like they'd make me work like 120, 140 days at a time, and I'd only get like 15 days off. You know, so it was like a lot, but it was making good money. And then
That's true.
I moved out to New Braunfels when I was like 20, and then I've just been here ever since, bouncing around.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people can't do the oil rig work. My brother worked in the Permian Basin for like 3 or 4 months, and he was like,
The
fucking
Permian is the
done.
worst place in the world.
Is it
That's-
really?
That's where dreams go to die. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because Midland and Odessa are the biggest towns, and they're just shitholes. But like, it's just desert. It's just desolate as fuck. Like some of the rigs I worked on, it was a 2-hour drive from the rig to the closest convenience store. So that's a
Jesus
4 hour.
Christ.
That's a 4 hour round trip.
I didn't realize it was that isolated.
It's desolate, and it's like because you're on a lot of like ranches and shit, and so they have like ranch police that enforce the speed limit. So it's only like an 8-mile like road to the main road, but you have to go 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour.
So
and they got people radaring you nonstop.
What kind of fucking asshole is going to be like, hey, this guy's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that he only drives 5 miles an hour.
but
That
if
would
you-
drive me fucking
But
insane.
if you went over and they caught you and they fucking gave you like 2 speeding tickets, they kicked you off the ranch and you couldn't work on that property anymore.
That's fucking
Dude, they had one.
outrageous.
This guy had sheep. This I knew was all bullshit. This somebody's in bed with somebody. He had sheep. He had sheep running reckless around the goddamn rig. But every time you left location to go into town, they had this guy that sprayed your truck. That this like desanitizing spray from town so the sheep wouldn't get sick. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid. That's just them milking the oil company for more money.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Wow. That sounds almost like sort of like a not prison, but like one of those jail work camps. You know what I'm talking about?
Concentration camp. Yeah. The Holocaust.
Well, no, that's
Auschwitz, dude. Yeah, I worked at Auschwitz, dude. Come on, man.
that is not the comparison I'm making. I'm talking about just a regular
That's
old
what I heard.
county jail work camp where you go stab trash on the side of the road, you know?
Prison camp. Chain gang.
Working on the chain gang. Yeah, dude. It's a big deal.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get all sidetracked.
Dude.
But
Well, dude, you know.
a lot of meth out
we
there,
do.
though. A lot of meth.
Yeah, I bet they have a light bulb supply problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you end up out here. So you just decided I'm going to jump into comedy.
No, not really. I got pretty popular on the internet prior. I remember I played baseball with a kid in high school, and at that time I only had like a private Facebook and a Snapchat, and I just make funny videos and shit. And my buddy was like, "Yo, send me these videos. I'm gonna make you a Snapchat or a TikTok." And I was like, "All right, cool." I remember the first video I sent him, I was jogging. I did some Miley Cyrus video about like everybody in line for the bathroom, trying to do lines in the bathroom. I'm like, I felt that because I do drugs, right? It went on this whole long thing, and it got like 8 million views in a night. So then like my shit instantly blew up. So everything I posted would get like 1 million views. And so that just kind of transpired. And then that witch that threw the lasagna at me, I was dating her at the time, and we went out to Latchkey in Austin. For my buddy's birthday, and Bobby and them's band was playing when we walked in. I've been playing music my whole life, so I was like, man, this band's good. And she's like, well, I used to fuck Bobby, and I used to date the other boy, and I was like, man, fuck this band, they suck. But I met them, and then we split a couple days later, and then they were opening up for Ellis Bullard, and I saw him in New Braunfels, and I hit it off of Bobby. We like exchanged Instagrams, and then he's like, dude, you're funny. We play for the Kill Tony shit. You should come on and try it. And so met Tony. And I went like 2 or 3 times, and then that third time or second time I got pulled, and then it just went, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Well, you had been there prior.
I went there 1 or 2 times.
You didn't put your name in the hat the first time.
Because I thought he was gonna just like give me. No, I still put my name in the hat, and
The very first time,
and I always thought, I'd met him and we kind of bullshit. He was just gonna give me a shot, without the pool. But then when I went back and I rewatched that first episode, he legitly pulls me out of the bucket. It wasn't scripted or nothing. Like he like pulled it and brought me up, and then that was the first time I'd ever got on stage and did comedy in front of anybody. So. And then from there, it just kind of transpired. And then
so you put your name in 3 times and got pulled. Third time's a charm, dude.
Or 2. I don't remember the exact thing. But yeah, and then so it just kind of fell into it. And then in January, I quit my job, and I was like, fuck it, let's go full time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
Now you're
crazy.
linked up with this guy.
Yeah, we met at the Broken Cigarettes music video at Brad's old place on St. John.
No. I met you at Kill Tony.
No, that video was made before.
I didn't meet you that night. We just said hi or hello. When I first had a conversation with you was that night at Kill Tony. Yeah, 100%. 100%, dude.
All right, well, look, given that I have some brain damage from a couple of ODs, I'm going to just go ahead and say, fuck it, well, you're probably right. Yeah. But nonetheless, that's when I remember the first time talking to you.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. Austin's weird.
So weird.
I hate the city, but it's just where everything's at.
Dude.
Homeless people are fucking aggressive.
Yeah, dude. Bobby's got to get his people under control.
Yeah, he needs to wrangle his followers, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that music video was actually fucking insane.
That was a great music video.
It really was crazy.
They were shooting the fucking bottle rockets off the house. And
Eli was up there shooting.
Trying to hit it with a baseball bat or something.
Yeah, it was a Roman candle.
Roman candle.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then at one point, fucking Brad had paid these ladies to like put stilts on and like dance around, and one of them like fell over and like broke her leg or some crazy
dude.
shit.
And then they had a fucking leaf blower, right? With a big ass giant fucking bowl of marijuana. It had a pound of marijuana in it, and they lit it, and they were blowing the smoke in the house for everyone to get high.
Literally just.
It was fucking awesome.
Dude, there was so much weed smoking. I got stoned, like really stoned, just hanging out.
Yeah, Bobby lost his lawn mowing job because they used that leaf blower.
Did you know Bobby before he quit his job? He was a pool boy.
I remember him telling
Bro,
me.
this motherfucker every day, dude. We'd go hang out when he was done working, and he'd be wearing these like short shorts, and
Pool boy shorts.
Literally, he just cleaned pools every day and drove around this car, and like the wheel well was falling off and like banging against the tire.
So Bobby ain't had a good means of transportation in a while.
Because he fucked his car up. I bought him a new tire, and he still ended up fucking like blowing it up, dude.
But he can
Guy's out of his
sing,
mind.
man.
Oh,
Huge
dude,
dick.
that band's awesome.
Huge dick,
Oh.
dude. Biggest
Literally,
biggest winner
it's
I've ever
probably
seen
the
in my
biggest
life.
in all. He got the biggest
Helicopter.
dick in Austin.
I mean,
Not even joking at all.
yeah, no, but he don't know how to throw it. Dude.
No, he doesn't, dude. See, that's the thing with those guys with big dicks, dude. They don't know how to fuck right. See, a guy like me, a little bit slightly above average, I've had to work for it. Not to mention, dude, when I was a kid watching porn, I thought all those guys had normal dicks, right? So I was like, dude, I got a fucking tiny dick, dude. So I fucking put all the extra effort in, dude. Turns out, above average.
I got in a lot of trouble in high school for basically complimenting someone back when I wrestled.
Their wiener?
Huge. I mean, abnormally large.
You complimented a guy's dick.
I said, dude, good for
dick.
you.
Good
And coaches pulled me aside and said, yeah, you
Hey,
can't.
dude, that's gay.
You can't say those things. And I was like, well,
Please don't hit me with your wiener.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
it's like,
You could have hit one out of the park.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I just said, you got to give credit where credit's due.
Well,
Yeah.
You got to check them on your buddies. You got to look for, marks and stuff and just tell them, hey, man, good dick.
Hey.
Good dick goes a long
Good for
way.
you, man. You're almost kind of happy for him. Yeah. Yeah.
him,
No, I
dude.
remember. How did we meet, Gary? It's been years.
through Jeff Meadows, Black Sheep Boxing.
That was a long time ago. Yeah. And then I remember the whole introduction to the comedy scene. I got invited to a stand-up, like a small one at Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah.
And me and Richard Pryor's son, who was doing it at the time, got obliterated. We were asked to leave. And we had to go from downtown up to the Domain, where we were then banned from the bars. For the
What
night.
days were you here prior to the big comedy explosion and shit like that?
Yeah.
What was the Austin comedy scene like prior to that? Was it even
Non-existent, really?
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
I've always thought.
I
what
think
that
it was
would be.
just Cap City, right?
Dude, I did not really. I saw Tim Dillon at Cap City a long time ago, and a buddy of mine was friends with him, so I got to shake his hand and say hi. But other than that, I had zero experience with Austin comedy prior to everything happening. My first experience with Austin comedy was a friend of mine introduced me to Big Laugh Comedy.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
how I
connected
got
me
it.
with Brian Redband, and I started filming the secret shows every Thursday with Charlie. Well, you never met Charlie either. Holy shit, you remember him?
Yeah, I used to go to those all
he
the
used
time.
to work for me. So me and Charlie would go every Thursday to secret show and film those, and then I got tight with Redband, and then Redband taught me a lot about fucking podcasting. I kind of got to, I feel like, kind of skip the line in learning how to do all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was how I got introduced to all of it. And then I met Adam Hartle, and I met fucking just a number of other people.
Everyone, yeah.
And obviously how all that shit panned out with Tony, with Pong Dang and all that, the video I shot. And that was
it,
like
you're
I
the one
said,
that shot that?
I got to the video that vindicated him.
Yeah.
I did. I remember I was in my kitchen. And
remember
Brandon
all that.
Lewin from Big Laugh, he called me and he's like, dude, do you still have that set from do you still have Tony Hinchcliffe's set from the other night? And I was like, yeah, I should. Why? And he's like, well, they're trying to cancel him on Twitter. And I was like, what the fuck?
I was at that
and
show.
I watched the fucking, like, I went on, I ended up having a meeting with them, and they had me send they had me like take the full video, because they were right after each other, so that it's the full video. They had me send it over to.
Did you just give it to him or you sold it to him?
No, I just gave it to him,
You
dude.
fucking.
Missed opportunity.
Well, no. Tony Hinchcliffe owes me cigarettes for life. because of this. So I gave them this. I gave his management the set. He somehow,
Dude, you literally had Pam and Tommy's sex tape on your hand.
no, dude, no.
And you just put it on the internet for free.
I like to look at it.
Like,
I like to look at it more of like a Zapruder film. You know, it's the attempted assassination of Tony Hinchcliffe, and I had the material that vindicated him. But I sent it over to his management. They sent it to Ari Shafir. Shafir posted it, and then I remembered being like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, this is actually a big deal. I didn't even fucking know really who Tony Hinchcliffe was.
Yeah.
I had kind of heard of Killed Tony because it was like, it's a pretty admirable show. Like, people are very familiar with it. It's something that when you get on, it can make your career.
Boom.
And
or you can take whiskey on stage, take a bunch of mushrooms, and ruin your career. Double-edged sword.
But yeah, dude, and then so weirdly enough, I was at this place called Habana Soco, that Cuban restaurant that's across from Red Rose. It's where I take all my stripper girlfriends. I was over there having lunch with Cargill, he's suing the ATF, going to the Supreme Court. We're talking about Supreme Court shit, blah, blah, blah. I walk outside to go get a cigarette. I'm wearing a Faust Media shirt. Hinchcliffe runs out, and he's like, Gary Faust? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you're Tony Hinchcliffe. And he's like, yeah. He's like, hey, dude, you like fucking saved my ass, dude. Thank you. Yeah. And he's like, anything you ever want. And I was like, don't worry about it, man. Just bum me a cigarette whenever you got one. So to this day, anytime I see him, I'm like, it.
Yeah.
And he's always honored it.
Oh yeah, he's been great. Kind of like what you were saying. I didn't really know who any of these people were. I was just hanging out. I think in the beginning, it was like most people. Everyone wanted that Rogan sighting, especially like Vulcan or Creek Cave.
Yeah.
But then me and Brandon became pretty good friends with Big Laugh, and then when the Austin Fitness podcast started blowing up, I kept getting all these high profile people on. I would take them to those shows to either Kill Tony or Joe's show. And yeah, Tony was great, man. So when they tried to cancel him, it was like, I was at that show and that dude was just roasting white people the entire time.
Yeah,
and then you get like, I think Tony nailed it in that interview he just did recently, where he's like, he's an insult comic. Like, that's what he does. He goes up and roast people.
Yeah.
And
dude, and that whole thing was totally a fucking setup from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like, he had that dude planted in the audience ready to go. They edited the footage so fucking
out of context.
Gruesomely out of context, dude. It was fucking outrageous.
Whatever happened to Ping Pound Dang? Or what the fuck his name is?
Fucking guy's a nobody. He's a fucking loser.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't do shit, dog. Like, he for a little bit, people were like, there was like a little division, right? And people were like, well, even what Tony did was still wrong because
you're always going to have that.
It doesn't matter. And everybody else was like, dude, fucking kick rock, suck a dick. You don't know shit. This is comedy.
Yeah.
And the reason I like how it panned out is because not only did it like, and I really didn't do shit, by the way. I just had to be at
a video.
Right place, right time, which is preparation meeting opportunity. That's what luck is right there. But my takeaway from it is that not only did it do a lot for comedy, but more importantly, First Amendment free speech. That they really
shifted the pendulum back.
And there's just and it just shows that in today's day and age, even if you try to assassinate somebody's character, like, dog, the genius of the craft shines through. Nobody's gonna fucking be able to cancel Tony Hinchcliffe because he's mastered what he does.
He's a mastermind, dude. That dude's a genius. He's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he is.
He really is. But like, I've even seen in the little time that I've been in it, there's a shift happening where like everybody used to get offended with everything and shit. Now people are like, look, dude, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's the context of what you're saying in, right? I mean, because I'll say faggot and retard all the time, but I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. I'm saying it in a way like, this is how I grew up, this is what people said and called each other, but it wasn't like we're like going out and beating up gays and retards with sticks. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Mongoloid Mike and the boys, you know what I'm saying? Beating him up with a stick. Nah, but like, it's like we're getting tired of that cancel culture shit, and it's just like, man, it's like, guys, we're just fucking telling jokes on stage. Like, we don't go home and like,
I stopped apologizing a long time ago.
Yeah. I'm just like, look, they cancel me. I just go sit on the drilling rig in West Texas.
I've never apologized in my life.
I don't apologize for shit because I know we just met, but I have this brand, this whole like, it kind of represents the city, literally called Austin Fitness Community. If I would have given it if I knew it was going to blow up, I'd have given it a cooler name. Sounds like a church group, but it, I get people all the time that blast me like, why don't you change the logo to pride colors during this month? Or why don't you do more representation, blah, blah. Like, because I don't want to.
Because I'm lazy.
Yeah, why the fuck would you do that?
Because I don't.
I'm just gonna let it lay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm lazy. I can't change the colors in Photoshop. Yeah. What do I look like? Some sort of wizard?
But, like you said, I think people are just burned out. I think people are burned out on cancel culture, materialism, just like walking on eggshells all the time.
Look,
I don't give a fuck.
If you're a fucking asshole, you're a fucking asshole. End of the story, right? But I mean, we shouldn't, just because someone's a dickhead don't mean the rest of us can't say funny shit about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on, guys. We're not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. We're just having fun. Goddamn, sticks and stones break your bones, but words are like a wind chime or some goofy shit. I don't know, but I just
no, that's you had it right. But I think people are also sick of rich liberal white women Karens essentially telling them what to fucking do and say. Like, nobody's gonna listen to your bitch ass. You don't know anything. You never even lived in the real world anyways.
Yep. Yeah. I can't tell you how like happy I am to start doing this, especially with you guys. This is awesome. Is like being just so secluded to that fitness industry, which don't get me wrong, I love. There is a ton of fun stuff. I get to meet a lot of cool people, but then half of that though is like, it's almost like fiction. There's so much materialism and like all of like the stupid like life coaches and the these like broccoli headed tripod goblins that fill up the gym with their tripods.
Hell
and
yeah.
They just do all that. And I'm like, guys, like this is, and it's like they're scripting their lives. And I can't stand it anymore. It's driving me nuts. Or the
authenticity shines through for sure.
Oh yeah. I was having these conversation, these guys the other day where I was talking about, it seems like a lot of people now are just trying to repeat trends. Like there's no creativeness anymore.
Nobody's original.
Yeah, there's no authenticity. And that's kind of why I've always catered more, or not catered, but like been drawn more to like the comedy crowd or the music crowd is like,
well,
you can't fake that shit.
A good reflection of that is movies, dude. For the past 15
everything's a fucking superhero. Man.
It's all remake.
In the multiverse.
Dude, Disney is they're starting to lose money because they pulled funding from X, which formerly Twitter.
Yeah.
But it's the woke bullshit and all the remakes that are the remake of everything goes hand in hand with the woke shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like next thing you know, they're going to be remake. Like what's a movie that they're going to remake something with?
If they do Back to the Future, I'm going to lose it.
Well, they're going to remake something about like, they're going to remake a movie about Einstein or Tesla with like a black guy. I mean, it doesn't even fucking make sense anymore.
Yeah, the race swapping, the gender swapping, this like forced inclusion is driving me bananas.
What was that Disney princess movie the other day? Where
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, well, I don't have a problem with that. Who gives a shit if the mermaid is black or white or whatever? But what?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
what I was
actually like it.
What I was gonna say is there was a movie the other day where the princess was like, the actress playing the princess was on the red carpet doing an interview, and she's like, "Yeah, technically the Snow White, the guy that kissed Snow White was sexually assaulting her, and she don't need no man." Like all this crazy fucking like feminist nonsense, dog. Because like. Where are you going with that?
The guy that kissed her sexually.
He's like, isn't he like saving her life from a coma? Like, what the fuck are you talking
about?
about?
And then they tried to replace the elves with
all those little midgets. Wouldn't that be a little stranger too?
Well, no. So did you see they tried to? They switched it back, but in the original concept, they had tried to replace the original Seven Dwarfs with guys. Like the most.
See, that's how you're gonna get your breakout role in Hollywood. Dude.
But it was all these like
gargoyle.
It was awful. It was these normal sized, like the most diverse equity thing ever. Like you had like some this like overweight dude, this black chick, this like it was like the most forced inclusion I've ever seen on the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah. And it got so much blowback that they actually booted them, and they're bringing in CGI like actors.
They should just do it what it is
with midgets.
No, the little Seven Dwarves. It's a paradox it was her split personalities. Mm-hmm. Those elves weren't even real. She was just a crazy bitch, and she didn't take her soul off.
And this was Snow White, right?
Yeah,
right? Snow White.
Yeah, we're talking about Snow White.
Is that what it was? Okay, so basically, the movie itself is a reflection of like modern day society in general. You know what I'm saying?
Some crazy woman with 7 split personalities gets saved by a man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who would have thunk that would happen? And then I don't know.
Why would they not just hire midgets?
Oh, dude, a guy went on the news and he was a midget, and he was bitching about it.
Pissed.
I'd be fucking pissed too. They've got what? Every year they have 7 possible roles they can fill. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you can't.
Yeah. I always like the color of the wind,
dude. I wonder how much money midgets make in Hollywood during like Christmas season when they're hiring like elves for movies and shit. Think about it, dude. That's their big time to shine.
Do you think it's half the pay?
Yeah.
No, they probably get paid more, honestly. Hey, speaking of people getting paid and in industries that they're not usually in. What's it like?
No, don't answer.
Bobby.
No, do that, dude.
Hey, dude, we're filming the pod right now, man. If you can get here, dude. But
Hey, dude, save me a couple of them bags of oranges, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hey,
those cuties, you fucking loser.
all right, I gotta go, dude. We're recording.
Ugh.
Bob Flacco, dude. Hey, man, am I late, dude? Jesus Christ, dude. OnlyFans. Well,
He
can
looks
we
like
can
a
we talk
tall-
about that?
We could talk about whatever. That's the whole purpose of this.
No, I know.
Don't give a fuck.
I don't want you like check because sometimes when you talk about OnlyFans,
I don't give
your
a
shit
fuck.
gets fucking dinged. But
Ding him.
you know, in porn, in the porn industry, a lot of the times guys don't get paid as much.
Where's the equality at?
What's it like at OnlyFans? Because you know he has an OnlyFans, dude.
Oh no.
Speaking of OnlyFans, I haven't told this story yet, and I don't think I've told you. But
Oh shit, here we go.
when we was in L.A. the other day, I was performing with Cam at the Hollywood Improv.
Okay.
Right? And the second night, he's like, "Hey man, there's some porn stars coming out," and I'm like, "All right."
Oh,
bet."
I have heard this
I
story.
was like, all
second
right, bet. And so I get off stage, and Cam's still on stage. He's got like 10 minutes left or something. And I come out of the bathroom, and the porn star he's talking about, they came out. Like, oh, Uncle Lazer, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, let's go get a shot at the bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good wingman for my boy. And sitting there, he comes over there. Well, I wanted to go out to the Comedy Store and do shit with him. And Cam's like, nah, let's go back to Airbnb. Let's all party and shit. I'm like, all right, bet. No big deal. So he gets in the vehicle with the other comics, and they're going to get liquor and shit to go back to Airbnb. And I rode with all the girls. And look, we're chopping it up, having ground time, making them laugh. Everybody's doing everything. It's a fun time. And next thing I know, the girl in the front seat was like, yo, we pull up to the Airbnb, and she's like, I want to go home. And granted, they drove 2 hours to the show, so it's like way out. And she's like, I don't want to be here anymore. She's like, I just got a text message from my dad saying he's going to commit suicide. And I was like, oh, no. Like, I mean, I know when, it ain't going in the right direction and shit, and girls kind of want to go do their own thing, but this wasn't that. She's a porn actress. She ain't an Academy Award actress. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was legitly, like, fucking, like, something happened. And the other girl's like, oh, blah, blah. And I was like, well, you guys' dads aren't committing to, you guys want to come in? And they're like, no, we got to be with her, you know? And so now that, I get out of the car, they leave, I got to walk up and deliver this bad news to Cam and all the boys. And I'm like, fuck, they're going to think I did something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm the asshole that ruined it. I'm like, guys, listen. I am good with women, okay? I know for a fact this girl wasn't playing around like this is really happening. And I swear to God, I told this to Cam, and he looks down, he's like, man, he's like, that motherfucker better kill himself because he ruined my night. And I died laughing. It was so, like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? So, yeah, Cam's a homie, dude.
I still haven't met him yet.
No, you haven't met Cam?
No, I've been kind of distant, like, doing all this stuff, but I'm ready to go back into the wild, hang out with all these guys.
Yeah, Cam's killing it.
I had the most fun with all the comics, especially when everything first started taking off. I like when I first met Gary and them, like he was saying, I didn't know who Tony was or any of them. So it would always be upstairs at the Vulcan out on the patio. It'd be like me, which I had no business being there. Like I was saying earlier, I'm just a dude.
Just chilling.
I'm just a guy.
Yeah.
And it would be like me, Tony, Jason Rouse.
I love Rouse.
Yeah,
He's
Brian
a fucking
Holtzman.
crazy guy.
God, who else would be up there? It'd be like Brandon from Big Laugh, and I guess whoever was in town. And dude, we just be having the best time, like shooting the shit, and you just see the craziest shit with them.
Like it's kind of weird to me because like in the industry, like whether like you find the people you resonate with, just like anyway, like your boys, shit you got in common with, but like. I'm not from no theater background, okay? I didn't grow up wanting to be no stand-up. None of that. So, I worked fucking in the oil field forever. So, I get in it, and I realize, oh, these people are way different than I am. Like, they're like, I remember one time I was sitting in a green room at Vulcan and for a show, and they were like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to go home and fucking get online and play Xbox or something after the show. And I'm like, I'm going out to chase pussy. What the fuck is wrong with that? What do you mean? It's a Saturday night, and you're going to go. I'm just like, so... Yeah, it's a little different dynamic. But yeah, comics genuinely, like the ones that you kick it down, Tony, they're all fucking good. Rouse is a psychopath, but I love him.
Love Rouse. I'm actually going to have him on the show here soon.
Dude, he says the most outlandish shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, God, I love you.
Yeah, so. I was the very first comedy show I ever went to was at Vulcan, and it was produced by this guy named Trevor at the time. He's not here anymore. But all these comics were on, and, no one was really doing much. Like, it was kind of a soft crowd too. and then Jason comes on stage with like the most dominant energy and just, you know, Jason, if you know his
style.
Oh, and it was like half the room was immediately uncomfortable. Some people, like a couple girls, like left, and then the other half.
That's where
losing
he thrives.
it. Yeah,
at least once a week, he'll send me a text message of just some gaping asshole, just pulled apart with no context. He just sends it every week to me as a reminder, and I'm just like, incredible.
Yeah, he is incredible. Yeah, I can't wait to see him. It's been forever. I'm excited to hang out with him and start going to the shows and stuff and just get back out in the wild. You haven't seen me in the wild.
Y'all should come Friday. I got a show Friday at Sunset.
Lazer
and the Beams. Yeah. Cam's going to be on it, and my girl Carly, she's funny as fuck. Mike Eaton. I got JT, Mike, Jared Taylor from Black Rock Coffee. He's going to come down and host. He's putting his foot in the stand-up doing shit, so yeah.
Yeah, I always try to tell people whenever like I'm out and just causing chaos, or if I tell like a crazy story, that I hate when they're like, you should do stand-up. You should do stand-up. And I'm like, dude, that's a different world. I was like, one thing to be funny with your friends, it's another to like, to me, it's the equivalent of like, oh, you're a regular at a karaoke bar. You should start a band.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you said that, because it took me a while to understand. Like, I've always been pretty funny in just like public situations and shit, but there's a difference between making people laugh at a party in a garage and making people laugh on stage. You have to structure different. You have to word things certain way, because you're performing to an audience that doesn't exactly know you and you're not in a circle catching a vibe. And it's like, it took me a minute to understand it. It's not just saying outlandish shit, it's structuring it so that it makes sense. It's different, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's something that I don't know how, like, I don't know if I could ever handle bombing. Like,
eating shit is
part of the learning curve.
Oh, I know.
Dude, let's talk about your bathroom, dude. What's going on in there, man? You got fucking half-ply toilet paper. I'd rather wipe my ass with sandpaper, dude. My thumb went right through it. I got poop on my finger, man.
Oh. Yeah, dude. Falling on a budget.
Water pressure's off, too, dude.
Well, go fix it then. Yeah.
I don't know enough about plumbing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
I wish you would have fucking drowned me.
Yeah. We're over here talking about comedy and
got to start
your toilet paper sucks, dude. I haven't wiped my ass in 4 days, dude.
Whatever, dude. Give me a break.
Sorry, I don't have a bidet.
Yeah, dude.
Nah. I don't need a bidet. I just like you could spend more than like 76 cents on toilet paper.
You got another one of them fucking delicious energy drinks?
Caesar, you want to grab one?
Big C's. Can I get an energy drink, bud?
Yeah, these are good, right?
Wait, you want the Gatorade? Or
No, the energy drink, the amino acid one.
Yeah. Those ones. Those
What
ones.
is that one right there?
This is. Grab another one, Caesar.
Dude, I started drinking
they
this,
brought
and
these.
this is what made me have to take shit so bad, dude. Oh, because there's a bunch of caffeine in it.
Yeah, it'll.
Thanks, my guy. Oh, nice. Orange blast. I'm about to blast off.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Orange
I
blast
took
in that
acid.
toilet,
I
dude.
took acid at the Renaissance Festival the other day.
Yeah, you got lost in the porta potty.
Dude. Now listen, acid's fun and all, but mushrooms are kind of wavy. Acid just kind of hits, and then you're there. And I thought it was kind of tailing down. And I didn't realize like acid is a fucking whole ordeal.
It's
like
a trip, dude. That's why they call it that.
But I ate that. I ate a $19 turkey leg, and then instantly had to shit because I got Crohn's. And I went to the bathroom, and I try to get when I shit, I like to I got to take my shirt off, light a candle. I got to get sensual with it. So I try to get to the farthest realm of the region of bathrooms, and I go, and there's a handicap bathroom, and I go in there. And I'm like shitting, and I look down at the ground, and it's like quicksand. And I'm like, fuck. And so then I look at the fucking bathroom stall, and all the wood is dancing like naked ladies, and I go, fuck. I look at the ceiling, it's caving in on me. I go, oh fuck, I'm in a bind, and I'm just pissing out. I'm just pissing out of my ass.
That wasn't quicksand, bro. You were shitting.
But then someone starts knocking on the door, like, hey, I need to get in there. I go, occupied, I'm fighting my demons, you know, like. and I sat in there. I sat in there for like 30 minutes trying to get a grip on reality, like, god damn it, because I closed my eyes. Usually on mushrooms, you close your eyes, count 3, open them, you stop seeing all this shit. Acid, it's half a second, it starts again, and I'm like, fuck. Finally, I like get out of there, and it's some dude in a wheelchair sitting there staring at me. I'm staring at him, and he's like, real able-bodied man, huh? And I go, and I
He said that to you?
yeah, what a dick. But I'm on acid, dude. The wheels had
Juked him.
He looked like that dude from Twisted Metal, you know, with the big fucking, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the game?
The
The
dude,
racing game?
yeah, whatever the fuck, dude.
What?
That toilet paper's pretty bad or what?
Yeah, that was the worst toilet paper I've ever used in my life, dude. Well, your bathroom gets a 3 out of 10, dude, because at least it flushed.
Yeah, well,
That's an improvement.
It didn't used to flush.
No, dude.
Oh, so that really is.
Yeah.
I'm not in the minority here. That really is just like a fucked up bathroom.
Oh, dude, it took me forever to fix this place up.
Oh,
yeah.
no shit.
Oh, dude, yeah. That's why I got it.
That's why when I started talking shit about your toilet paper, you're like, whatever, man. I fucking put a lot of hard work into this place.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I remember when you were putting this stuff up.
oh, all the bricks. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna replace it soon.
Why?
Oh,
why's
that's
that?
a wallpaper.
Yeah,
no,
bro.
you can touch it. It's actual.
But there's screws in
It's
it.
yeah,
it's
it's
the
faux
only way to
brick,
stay
dude.
up.
So you know how I have that shit on the other side of the wall in my studio? He did it. So I put like liquid nail and I fucking like formed them together. Like I used a jigsaw to cut between the bricks and like form it together so you cannot tell at all. But I realized when I came here, I was like, dude, you can literally just slap it together and you still can't tell. I spent like all these extra hours doing all this extra shit because I was all fucking.
Dude, but your bathroom sucks at the Pod House. Like, dude,
What do you mean?
You sit down on the shitter, and the fucking when you open the door, it hits your knee. It's like shitting in a fucking cubicle, an office cubicle.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, now I kind of see why you react the way you did when I was talking shit about your bathroom because
It feels
it
right.
doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't, dude.
Hurts
and
a
then
little.
Bobby tries to bathe in the sink every episode. He's just a fucking loser. What a guy.
Well, there's actually a window behind this one.
Really?
Yeah. And Code said no, but I said yes, and
Yeah, nobody listens
gonna
to
win.
codes anyways. What's the city going to do? Come in there? They got their hands full with all sorts
that's
of
why I
other
lock
shit.
the door every time I get here.
They got their hands full with
You have to
fucking
put
Bobby's homeless gang
You
downtown.
had to put a deposit down whenever you like. rent
No,
the
so
place?
how I got this place is pretty bananas. Was COVID ruined my life, like financially, everything took just bombed my entire world. But yeah, and so I wanted to. I knew I wanted to like upgrade what I had and not just be like, because this was originally for the whole Austin Fitness thing, and I didn't want to just be some Instagram page. Like I wanted to start a whole media side.
Yeah.
And I know I needed a studio. I know I wanted to start a pod, and I was looking at offices, but they all wanted credit checks, and I was like, not gonna work. And this place is perfect because I don't live that far from here. And I came, I did the tour, and I saw it for what it is now when I was doing the tour. And the guy or the real estate lady was like, yeah, you know, application, do a real estate, you know, or a credit check, and then we'll try to get you in. And I said, that ain't gonna work. And I went home, and then I got pissed off thinking of like I was pacing around my place. So I came back, I started knocking on doors. Lady happened to have the guy who owns the building's info, gave it to me. He's a doctor in Hawaii. Shout out Peter, dude's my man.
Yeah.
Called him up, and he basically I was like, I can't do a credit check, but I can afford this place. Like I can do it. And so he's like, well, give me a day, think about it. Calls me up the next day, was like, well, if you give me 4 months rent up front, like it's yours.
Oh shit!
That's a pretty good deal.
So
that's-
I didn't have
that's
4 months
fair.
rent, but I had pretty good friends that helped me out.
Yeah. We always need some
So,
help from
Got some
friends.
investment.
Well, so I got the building first, and then I started reaching out to sponsors, and then I had a couple businesses that were like, yeah. And then Tim Kennedy was my second guest, but he was the first one to agree to do the show. So I had the idea that he was going to be my first guest.
Your inaugural.
Yeah,
Right.
and the first one ended up being Zach Bitter, the ultra marathon
Nice.
world record holder. But
Yeah.
then Tim was after that. But that's
Dude,
all I had
Tim
to,
Kennedy is a dream podcast guest because he speaks in clips. When
yeah,
I potted with him
amazing.
at Centex at the Central Texas Gunworks, shout out Michael Cargill, Central Texas Gunworks, buy your guns there. When we did the pod with him there, I actually shit myself right before it happened, right before we did it. But he from start to finish, we did like 55 minutes. Literally every 5 minutes was a clip. It was fucking crazy, dude. I've never gone through and because when I go through and edit those multicam, I mark spots I think are going to be clips. I had like. It had to have been like almost 20.
Yeah, he was great. He came in. It was like a day. It was like one of the freeze days, and he came in, just beelined in here, sat down, middle of show, kicks his boots off, dude. Ran the whole show for me. Like this is before I even knew. I had never done pods before the first episode, and he was my second. I'd never been on a podcast, never hosted one, never knew what to like, how to talk to people like in a setting like this. And yeah, he came in and just took over.
The reason I like him too is because he will extend a helping hand to people who are just starting out.
Yeah.
You know who else was like that? John McAfee.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Weirdly enough, the way I started doing pods with him before he was killed or suicide or whatever the fuck bullshit they said happened to him in that Spanish prison, I fucking responded to a tweet he did.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, if you have an up and coming podcast, email my wife. If you pass her smell test, I'll do it." And I wrote half the email sober, And I was like being all professional, and then I got fucking hammered and wrote the other half of it because I was like, I got nervous, dude. Because this was back before I knew what the fuck I was doing. And if you go watch my podcast with him, dude, it would crack you up, dude. I'm like green. This is like 6 years ago, and I'm just like, so let me ask you about how you're on the run from the U.S. government, and but then I sent it, but anyways, my point with telling that was that, dude, you ask and you shall receive. The world will give it to you if you really want to fucking do it.
It is insane to me how many people don't try. Like they don't ask it. I meet people all the time and they're like, this is what I want. I want to do this. I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, why aren't you doing it? And this actually brings me to something I was thinking about earlier that I thought would be fun to talk to you guys is I am so tired of these people that are like, I'm manifesting my goals. I'm like,
I literally say that every day.
Yeah, I hate you. Yeah, it's the worst.
It's real.
It's the thing is it's not real if you're not doing anything actively to make it happen.
Well, you got to put action behind
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah, it's like the people. Okay, I should rephrase that. It's more manifesting without action.
You're talking about people that make like a dream board.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like
that's bullshit.
That's what I mean. Not. It's okay to have a dream. It's not. It's not the people.
Positive mindset, positive energy. It's all got to be positive. I started being super positive like 3 or 4 months ago, and he's like, dude, fucking cut that shit out. But I'm like, dude, it's the only way I can operate because I'm the kind of person. If I get 1 ounce of negative energy, I go down a fucking
dark
spiral, dude. I'll just be like, oh, nothing matters, dude. I'm a nihilist now. I'm gonna fucking. I'm gonna go live under the fucking bridge. Yeah,
bathroom.
Oh, dude, it's important to have a solid support crew. But
you're one of a kind, dude. How dare you get all positive and gay and then shit on that man's toilet paper?
You know what, dude? Hey, I'm glad your toilet flushed, man.
Yeah.
hey,
It's a
thank
step
you.
up, dude. We're being positive.
Now we got optimism involved. So,
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. We got toilets that flush, dude.
oh god. But to my point, yeah, it's with all the guests that I've had and shit, I'm like, people are always like, how do you know these guys? Like, what do you do? This and that. And I'm like, dude, I'm just asking. Like Tim, I just asked him on Instagram, and he's like, all right. And that was it. There was no effort.
If you don't know unless you ask.
Yeah.
You know?
And then,
But asking sometimes is I get kind of cringe when I ask for, like, hey, man, I'm about to go out of town working on some new bits. Can I come get a spot? I hate asking, but, like, dude, that's the only way.
Yeah, it really is.
Know?
exactly.
No one's just going to fucking hand it to you.
Yeah, it's, a lot of the stuff that I have just came from just throwing it out there.
Yeah, you just got to show up places sometimes.
Yeah, dude, I just show up and boom, opportunity just is waiting. You just
I heard that's
create.
how the Comedy Store worked in a lot of ways. Like, if you're a comic, you just kind of show up and hang out and chat and mingle. Because in the comedy scene, dude, being a good hang is important.
Yeah, networking is really
Oh, dude, that's my jam. That's I tell Gary this all the time too. Is I don't try to gatekeep all the contacts and stuff I have. Like, so many people have helped me out. Why would I not?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
It just blows my mind when I meet someone that has an opportunity or connection or something that can help me grow, and they're just like, nah. I'm like, dude, I'm not like just someone that wants to take pictures. Like, there's a lot I could do with this.
Make some content, dude. At the top of that pyramid, dude, I'm always trying to change the world instead of let the world change me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it was so fun for me to give.
Hey, I'm gonna get you a roll of toilet paper, dude.
I appreciate it. Give me a whole bunch. Yeah, it was fun.
Might have a roll in my car, dude. Honestly,
give me 3 rolls.
we'll see what I got.
That's all. I'm gonna be set for a while. I'm the only one in here.
Yeah, nobody's ever taken a shit in the middle of a podcast, huh? I am one of a kind, as Lazer said. He said it.
Yeah, you might be the first. Yeah, God, I can't stop thinking about my toilet paper now.
Yeah,
I'm all insecure.
That's what it's all about, dude.
Oh boy.
Anyways, so yeah, comedy's about hanging out, dude.
Yeah.
Full circle, baby.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was fun watching you do your thing at the Fit Fest, interviewing everyone.
Oh yeah, dude. I have so many unreleased interviews from that. So
Really?
I haven't had time, dude. Because the shit with Come and Talk It fucking blew up.
Yeah.
So I'm just busy handling all that shit all the time, doing stuff with him and whatnot. But I've got interviews with all sorts of people. And then what's his name? Tellender did an interview. He just was there.
Oh, Zach. Yeah, he did one with Callum. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And
Yeah.
I was sitting there. I was looking at Tellender, and he was looking at Callum von
Moger.
Yeah.
and
You know who that
he was
is?
like, he was looking at him like, oh my God, like this is the guy. And I was like, dude, do you want to just do the interview instead of me? And he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking do it. Let's
Dude,
go.
you know how I met him? So all the guests, by the way, at the Fit Fest, like, they're all my friends. Like, they hooked me up. They helped me out. And Callum, I met Callum the day I broke up with my ex. And he was visiting because he was moving here because he was burned out on COVID restrictions in LA. And we just, I met him at the gym and everyone's fangirling around him, all this. I'm going through it. I'm like not in a good mindset. And he starts talking to me and I just go, hey man, like, you want to go out tonight? Like, you want to go tear it up? And he's like, yes. Like he had not been out in so long and he's like a social guy. We went out, tore it up, friends after that forever. And then he left during the big snowstorm. Went through some shit. So that was actually the first time I saw him in
years.
Like years. And it was cool. It was kind of bizarre to be like, yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah,
no
dude. I just fucking you gave me the free reign. You're like, yeah, just do whatever. I was like, all right. So I was just walking around. I interviewed Greg Kelly, the dude that went to prison. Dude, this guy went to prison. This story's fucking insane. He went to prison for like a molestation.
No, so he was falsely accused of molesting like a 6-year-old or something.
Right, but he went to prison for fucking
3 years.
For 3 years for something he didn't fucking do, and it was the worst crime that you could be even accused of.
Yeah, Texas had just passed a new law called, I think it was like the Outcry or something. That's the name of his documentary. It's on, it was an Emmy Award winner on Showtime.
Yeah.
And basically they were trying to make an example out of someone. He was like the first one to
and
like
it's the
get
fucking guy that
implemented.
didn't even fucking do it.
Yeah, well, so he got found guilty with like no evidence either. There was nothing holding him accountable or to the scene. And so he got sentenced to 25 years to life, does 3 years in prison. And then a bunch of people started fighting for him, and he became like the first guy in Texas state history to be exonerated by all the.
Dude, it's his story is insane, dude.
And then he's in still a legal battle with the city, I think. But then he started Tomahawk Targets, so he has this axe throwing company, and that blew up. And
I thought this guy was just some dude with an axe throwing company. So I'm like throwing axe with him. I'm like, oh yeah, brother. And then I'm walking away, and somebody was like, dude, you know that guy like fucking this and this, and I was like, oh, dude, I guess I'm a shitty journalist. I didn't do any of my research.
He's
at
awesome.
all.
If you ever want to meet him, he's coming out with a book soon, and then he's gonna start a whole tour. So I talk to him all the time. And then we had Boss Rutan in the house.
Yeah, I love Boss. Dude.
Yeah, Boss is I talk to him all the time.
He's also super fucking friendly, dude.
Oh, so crazy. Nice, dude. Yeah, he showed up. We spent that whole day together. We did the show in the morning. We went and worked out and shot some stuff for his O2 trainer. We went to dinner, and I rode with him the whole time. I actually made him drive, and because my car is a piece of shit. And it was the day, the last year in February, or this recent February, when the whole city shut down and the freeze happened. I was with him, and so we shot the show, did the workout, and the whole time we were riding, every time we would get in the car, he'd play like this completely different genre of music. So we would go from like house music to like orchestras to all of a sudden we're jamming out to like Van Halen. And then we go to dinner, and then we went to Rogan's. And then afterwards he went up there and talked to Rogan and then did his pod a couple weeks later. So
fucking
ton of fun. But yeah, if you want to meet them too.
Yeah.
I know he said he's going to start doing stuff in February.
Yeah, because he would be pretty good. He's high energy. He'd be good for our pod. He's a wild man.
Threw a lot of shit at me, and I was like, I don't know how to respond to this.
Yeah. Dude, you had like every type of activity going. There was axe throwing. There was people giving massages. I interviewed a guy while I was getting a massage. I interviewed these dudes doing arm wrestling. Dude, this kid who was like 17 beat me in arm wrestling because it's all about like
forearm strength.
No. It's how you hold it and like the way you hold your like all this crazy shit and like I don't know. It's just fucking mind blowing that's a sport too, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's just wild,
dude.
Bro. And the knights, these guys,
armor
like,
combat,
dude. They put fucking full suit of armor on and just fucking beat the fuck out of each other.
They broke the cage. They went through it, through the door.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I saw a video of it later. I didn't get to watch anything. Should have you host the Q&A next year.
I'm about it.
That'd be funny.
About it, dude.
How to stay alive and fit while doing fucking mountain of cocaine,
dude. You know how
Uncle Lazer.
You say whatever you want. I always sometimes I feel so like unqualified to have the brand.
You've got like imposter syndrome. Dude.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm like, I meet guys like Tellender and all them, and I'm like,
Tellender's a fucking genius with YouTube, bro. He's a content creating genius.
He's a savant.
Dude, yeah. I was at Terry Black's with him and all these like big names who I had no idea who they were, but it was me, Chris Williamson.
Yep, great guy.
I was literally just listening to his new pod with Jordan Peterson. It's like
I didn't know who he was. I just thought he had a cool accent.
Fucking deep into the like naivete turning into cynicism, turning into wisdom, like shit like that, dude, and keeping negativity out of your life. That is a good fucking. I sent that to you. You listen to it?
Yeah,
Probably
no.
No.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I zone out and
I
don't
don't
really
like
get
that
deep like
feel-good
that.
shit.
But then it was like all these CrossFit guys too, like Matt Frazier and Justin Medeiros. Like they're like CrossFit game champs, and I don't know who else was there, but I felt so out of place. I was like, I don't know why I'm with these guys. And oh man, yeah, it's now I get to do this, and I'm trying to have more fun with this, where I'm not restricted to just one thing.
Realm.
Oh, dude.
Just fitness or something like that.
Bro, you get burned out on it. I need an outlet. And
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
I know the
you've
feeling.
met me, like, you've seen me peak like chaos, where I'm just tearing it up, riding the bull downtown, doing whatever. And I always have to like zip it up when I'm in like the fitness community.
Yeah.
So,
Nothing wrong with that though. You gotta do that sometimes.
yeah.
I mean, I do that balancing comedy and comedy entertainment stuff and news politics.
What's your
and-
outlet? What do you like doing outside of comedy?
Drugs.
Yeah, well,
Pretty simple, bud. No, I like to fish. Big fish guy. And drugs.
Andrew.
golf. You golf.
Nah, I golf. I lift too. Try to stay somewhat in shape. Yeah, just stupid shit. Really rest, dude. That's the thing about being on the road. I miss my fucking bed,
Dude.
all the time. Dude, there's nothing better in the world than sleeping in your bed alone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's rest is key. So, I need to go to the dentist. I was eating a fajita the other day and cracked my fucking half of my tooth off. I don't know, and it didn't even hurt. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Dude.
Now it's all sensitive and
Yeah,
shit.
there's nerve endings that go like into your teeth. I chipped this tooth. Long story short, but I was biting like a piece of. I thought it was gold, but it was fake gold. So it wasn't. You couldn't bite through. It wasn't
Fool's
brittle.
gold.
Yeah, it was fool's fucking gold, dude. And not like a fool. I fucking chipped my tooth, and to this day, because I never got it capped. Anytime I eat something that's
Cold.
really fucking cold, dude,
Yeah.
my entire fucking head hurts. It's just a stinging pain.
Turning the AC on. Got toasty in here. Dude, I saw something you would put up the other day that was so accurate. And it's talking about, like, we need to start disciplining these kids. And I was thinking about it yesterday. I was at HEB, where I should have been buying good toilet paper. And this
I'm
kid.
glad that's gonna be a takeaway from this
Oh,
podcast.
dude, yeah. I'm gonna not stop thinking about it. But it's this kid was like throwing shit on the ground and like screaming at his mom and like kicking it. And I'm like,
Whoop his ass.
oh, dude, I was waiting for it, and she just was like,
Everyone's too soft.
oh, it's so bad. I grew up terrified. My dad used to. We got the paddle growing up,
Oh, you got the old school treatment.
and then one time he's a like long-term subscriber to Popular Mechanics, and he had
Yeah.
learned about like aerodynamics. So he made us watch him drill holes into the paddle. He's like, get more or less wind.
I thought you were gonna say he like took the serpentine belt off the truck and just started beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, no, but we used to get that. I was terrified of him.
I got an extension cord.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
get the shit beat out of
God.
me with that motherfucker.
See, I never got hit with anything. I just got spanked, but it was like every fucking day, dude. And then one time my mom left me at the grocery store and just drove away. And I'm pretty sure she just went to the other side of the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And just like watched me. And I was just like, oh shit, this actually scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
You could beat me all day. It wouldn't work. But if you leave me at the grocery store and you're fucking like 6
Freak
years
out.
old.
Oh, the most terrifying experience ever. I don't know. These kids are out of control.
My mom's not a psycho, by the way. She's actually a sweet
Lovely
lady.
lady.
Although I guess saying that, she does sound like kind of a psychopath.
See ya.
My mom
You're
left
on
me
your
at a
own.
gas station and didn't realize until she was in the next state.
Is that why you're deaf?
No, but it has a lot to do with
Just traumatized. It all went to his ears.
Quit hearing. He's like, if I can't hear her, then she can't find me. You know what I'm saying? No, that sucks, dude. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I got left at that monster truck rally.
It's not
So
the
why you
worst
turned
place
out
to be
like
left
this?
at.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't complaining.
Yeah.
You know, being gravedigger.
Dude, I loved going to those ones.
Have you ever moved out of Texas?
I worked in Ohio for like 2 years, so I
When?
stayed up. It was like I was like 22 to 24. So
So that was after I already. Dude, you're a couple years older than me. You were probably in Ohio while I was like burglarizing homes
Probably
and,
took
and
it.
then going to jail. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I'm glad I stopped doing that shit though, dude. I was like I was on a bad path, man. From like 13, I think was the first time I got arrested, until I was about 19, dude. I probably got arrested like close to 20 times. It was fucking insane. Yeah, and it was mostly for like really minor stuff. I never got caught for anything big until I got a felony 5 breaking and entering, and I was just like, it was like getting slapped in the face. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, I can like go to prison, dude.
yeah.
And it scared the fuck out of me. So I fucking
Yeah, you wouldn't last a day.
no, not then, not then. Now
Toilet
I'd
paper be the
probably
least of your
fine.
concerns.
Ugh.
Oh God.
But yeah, dude, that's fucking crazy. So you lived in Ohio for 2 years, but you never. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there. I mean, I spent a lot of time up there. We had like an office apartment thing that I stayed in because I was like scared to fly back then. So I would drive 23 hours every time I'd get off.
I like that though.
I don't. That shit sucks. Driving that far.
Me and Brad just drove to fucking San Diego in 20 hours, one straight shot.
Yeah, it's cool when you sleep in the passenger seat the whole time. Yeah,
It's like time travel.
I bet it is fun. Oh, we're in fucking another state. Cool. Dude, you're the worst, dude.
No, dude, I drove part of the way, dude. Don't worry about it. It was fun. It was a good time. We drove through the fucking. You ever been to those like those desert the dunes?
Yeah, the dunes out in New Mexico.
I've never seen those
yeah,
before.
those are crazy.
Yeah, and there's
It's
just a ton of people out there dirt biking. There was like a little fucking
I used to
event
take
going
my
on.
truck out there.
People will sled down those
Really?
hills, too.
And you just whip it out there?
Yeah. It was fun. There's a lot of cool shit out there.
Have you performed in New York yet?
No, I haven't been in New York yet. I'm going to Boston and Connecticut in the first part of January, but I don't have any shows in New York. Not yet.
He just went to. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you just went to California for the first time.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever been.
You like it?
The weather's dope as shit.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it's cool. The beach. I mean, I don't know if I'd live there, but I'd definitely go and stay there for a little while.
I went to school out there. That's where I played football.
Dude, the thing I learned about California is that it's one of those like dream states. You know, the
got
nice
ruined.
parts of it. You only want to be there for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And then split.
Well, dude, I was just in New York. Loved it. You would thrive out there. It's so fast paced. Everyone's got something going on. Gary, you been out there?
My dad's family's from Syracuse, so I used to spend every summer up in upstate, but never New York City.
The people there are so aggressive but straightforward that it's the shit I love.
Well, the women out there are definitely my speed.
yeah. You gotta think of the one who's very accurate to how the persona is out there is Leonardo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Leonardo, dude, your
I
favorite.
love it. I saw her the other day.
Yeah.
She was one of the first comics I met here, along with like that whole squad in the beginning. But
Well, she was tight with Adam Hartle and I, and over at Sunset because she was all conspiratorial, and Adam Hartle was really pretty conservative. So.
yeah, she'll get right in your face. She doesn't care at all.
Oh yeah. To
awesome.
the point where I'm like, one time
win.
she told me she didn't believe in dinosaurs. I was like, but she didn't just tell me it. She was like in my face. She's like, I don't fucking believe in dinosaurs, motherfucker.
Dude, she got
It's like,
into
all right,
an argument with a friend of mine, and they were talking about how like the friend of mine was like, Trump's racist, and Leonardo was not having it, and she would not back down. She like would not. She refused to lose that.
Yeah, you get her
conversation.
started on something, dude. That shit's never fucking ending.
Oh my god,
That's crazy. She doesn't believe in dinosaurs. She looks
Yeah,
like she looks like a triceratops. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? You know?
You see that video she just did with
Raza-
that one YouTube guy? Where she was
Raza's
like,
office,
bro,
yeah.
you sound fucking gay.
Yeah. With Josiah the Virgin from Nerdballer, dude.
So funny. It was so accurate because like if you know her, it was like the perfect.
Dude, I got fucking pink eye doing a video with Nerdballer. We when the Maui wildfires were happening, we went down to 6th Street and we were doing a fundraiser where I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like every pair of tits we saw, we would get like $20 or something. And then every like second for a girl making out with this girl we brought with us, it was like $1 a second or something. We went down there and we raised like $750. But at one point I was just like, I was still drinking. I'm sober now, 2 days. And I was like, hey, I got an idea, dude. I'm gonna lay down on 6th Street. You remember this?
Yeah.
I got like some fucking weird throat infection
Yeah, you got
too.
pink
but-
eye.
Yeah, I got pink eye. But I was like, I'm gonna lay down on the street and have this girl just sit on my face and like twerk on my face.
Oh, I saw that.
And
yeah.
she did it, and I woke up the next day and had fucking straight pink eye, dude. And my throat was a little raspy.
You had a venereal disease in your fucking back
On my
of your
face.
throat.
dude.
You know what the craziest shit I've
You
seen
can
you
get
do?
chlamydia in your throat.
Yeah.
What?
And that's
I
actually.
think that's what I
so
had.
A buddy of mine.
It happens.
A
man.
couple years ago, we went down to Port A, which is a badass little beach town that all the bachelorette parties from everywhere go down in Texas. And I went with my buddy and handsome young man, but he told me, he's like, yo, I got chlamydia right now. I was like, yeah, all right, you'll be fine. And I was just like, wear a rubber. And so we get down,
Right.
and we meet these chicks, and we go on the beach with them and shit. And they're like, she's like fucking sucking him off in the lifeguard stand or whatever, and I'm like rolling around on the beach, and and we all get back to the house, and like the girl that I'm with like wants to like join in with them two and shit, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to out my buddy.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm like, maybe we just go in the other room, you know? Well, I guess she wound up getting chlamydia in her mouth. And, like it was like a whole ordeal. And I was
Like I said, man, it happens. You know, I have this running theory that I think I recently confirmed to be true, that I think I'm immune to STDs, all right? And the reason I've confirmed this, hear me out, is during one of Bobby's shows at, well, I'm not going to say where it was, so I'm going to get it fucking 86, but it's a place that's sort of like a private club, let's say. You know what I'm talking about.
oh yeah.
They're playing a show there, and I brought this chick with me, and we're like hanging out, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, I'm horny as fuck, and there's like these cabanas outside, and I was like, hey, let's go fucking fool around outside, and she goes, well, I have chlamydia. I don't know. And I was like, dude, don't even worry about it. I don't give a shit. So I took her out there, just banged her in the cabana real fast. Never got anything.
There you go.
That's concrete proof, dude. I did the scientific method, my boy.
I'm more,
There's stuff wrong with you.
yeah.
I'm a dog.
I'm flabbergasted that she told you and you still went with it.
Dude, I've been raw dogging strippers since I was 18 years old. I can't get it. Nothing can hurt me.
Yeah.
Anyways, dude, I have AIDS.
Anyways, I'm full blown diagnosed with AIDS. Yo, so we're good at 4 with them.
Yeah.
You have to like set up and do shit or anything like
No,
that?
it's all set up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm good here till 2:15.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Dude, I still haven't been to the strip club with you, Gary, but
Don't go.
I'm
Dude,
I hate them fucking places.
the last time I went to the
fucking
strip
hate
club,
those.
dude.
So good at them.
Last time I went, I fucking did a bunch of ketamine, dude. I went to a K-hole, and I was in like not the VIP area, but the place that's the spot that's like right next to it. And I came to, and I was making out with the girl that I brought, one of the waitresses, and just some random girl from Canada. And I was like, see, this is why I fucking love this place, dude, because I go in there with no money, and I walk out with women, and it's because
you have the Kavorka.
with strippers.
Yeah, not regular. But I went to one in West Virginia, and it was in Wheeling, West Virginia, across the street from the Mountaineer Casino, and it was $100 cover to get in.
What the fuck?
But it was all you could drink alcohol for free. The only thing you had to buy drinks for were the strippers. And when I walked in, I saw in the back room, in the VIP section, they had a whirlpool jacuzzi. And I was like, I got to get in there.
this place sounds amazing.
And the water was like the consistency of like egg drop soup, you know? But I was like, fuck it. And me, salt, pepper, and cinnamon got in there, fooled about. And I wound up getting staph infection like around the base of my wiener and almost died.
Yeah.
Almost died. Like, I had to treat me from MRSA and everything. I had to go to the hospital. It was bad, dude. So, yeah, I hate that.
Just like I wrestle. I do
Yeah.
jujitsu.
Yeah, it's a thing,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude, last time I was at the club, I'll tell you after who I was with, but it was one of the comics and their manager. And we went in there. I didn't have to pay for anything. They were like, we
That's
got
the
this.
best.
Yeah,
And
Well, that's why I like my local spot, because I don't have to pay the cover. They let me just walk in the back door.
You
All I
own
got-
the damn place.
yeah,
You don't catch chlamydia, dude.
you got your own booth.
You're a god in there.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, dude.
You remember that one time we were in there and that fucking girl was like, we were the Adam.
Yeah, we were with Adam. It was on like a Tuesday.
Yeah,
Free.
we weren't with nobody. Anyways, the point is, we were in there and fucking this girl. Yeah, it was like 3 p.m. We're watching football. He's like got money on the game. He's all invested in the game. We're hanging out, and I just got this girl like flapping her ass in my face, and I just was like. I was like, hey, can I just eat your ass right now, dude? And I just ate this girl's ass just right in the strip club. I knew her, kind of. But, like, dude, that's just, when you have that at your disposal, why look elsewhere? Anyways, dude, so
You're a dog, bro. No, I don't even know how I follow up with that.
How are you not dead?
Yeah.
I'm immune, dude.
You're-
Been living with full-blown AIDS for 10 years.
oh, my God.
I'm Austin's Magic Johnson, dude.
Yeah.
I'm the Magic Johnson of podcasting.
Oh my Lord. Well, fuck. I mean, I guess on that note,
Yeah.
we'll wrap it up with Gary eating stripper butt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
well, you got to do what you got to do, man. I am serious, though. I do think there's, like, you know how with COVID, you can get natural immunity?
Yeah.
I think I've developed that.
You've heard of immunity for strippers?
Just
Just
STD.
only for them, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Jesus Christ. Well,
It's all pink on the inside.
Except if it's trans.
Yeah, then it's what, black and blue?
Like fucking permanent black eye.
Rot pocket, dude.
Rod pocket.
Did you tell him about that? Did we already cover that?
what?
The trans thing?
Yeah.
How I got catfished?
It's happened a couple times.
Dude,
here,
they're
hasn't it?
evolving.
Dude, they're...
You and my other friend have multiple stories of being like, I didn't know.
No, I mean, but they can hide the Adam's apple and like the crackhead shoulders. You know, they look like they're fucking. It's just like they're fucking like that was not a boy. But then like she was like, it was a little girl I was talking to, the OnlyFans room, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna send you some of my content." I said, "All right, yeah, let's hell yeah." And then she did stop texting me that night, and I didn't hear back from her till like the next evening. She's like, "Oh fuck, I just realized I sent that to my Uncle Mike, not Uncle Lazer." And I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "But doesn't your family know that you're in like the OnlyFans porn industry?" She's like, "Yeah, but they don't know that that I've transitioned." And I go, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Yo, you didn't read my bio?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't read." You know, like she's like, "I'm a guy that's a girl now," and I go, "Oh no!" and then yeah, and then I was like, "Pre-op or post?" And she goes, "Oh, I have a vagina now." I was like, "Well, let me look."
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, since we're here, and like, yeah, it was like, and then it was like, it only goes in like 3 or 4 inches, and I've never bottomed out before, so we'll see. You know,
To be continued.
Hell yeah.
yeah,
And
but
then those things can't get
those things.
the rot pocket, the man put whatever the fuck it
box
is.
of cow
They
tongues.
can't get STDs.
What?
I don't make the rules. I just play by them, buddy.
So you're a rod pocket.
Nah, dude, I'm just a fucking slimy, grimy piece of shit, dude. Nah, I'm not. I'm a good guy, dude. Positivity.
Positivity. Holy shit. Well, fellas,
Thanks for having us, old son.
thanks for coming on the inaugural show. It's only down.
Dude, let's keep going, though. Bobby's about to be here.
Oh, is he really coming?
Nah, I'm just kidding. He's trying to steal some homeless guy's bike downtown right now.
He doesn't have enough quarters for the bus.
Oh boy. Well, and you jam with them every time too. I see
Yeah.
it. It's like one of my favorite things.
Yeah,
to
Bobby's
watch,
good
too.
ass musician. He's good, man.
Yeah, he's
So
very
fucking
talented,
Very
dude.
talented.
That's actually the reason I moved to Austin, was to start
Music?
playing more. When I first, I grew up with family of musicians, and I was like the only one that wasn't good, and like on their level, and I was bigger than all of them, so I went the athletic route, but that's got a end game to it. So when I was living in Tacoma, Washington before here, hated Washington, did not want to even stay up north. Saw Austin, was like, oh, live music capital of the world. I want to start playing more and doing that. Came here, never played. Never got into it. Immediately back to what I knew with the whole health and wellness industry.
That's
so.
that's your lane, bro. Capitalize on it. Make it your
Oh,
own.
I have.
I know.
Yep.
I know you have. I know you have.
Yeah, so.
You just keep building your
Brand.
yeah. You really do. I mean, you still have pretty much like the Austin fitness brand, right? Pretty much.
Right there.
It really is the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
No one, I mean, we've had people try to copycat and
Shit like that.
but it takes a lot of work, so it never catches on. And then with all like the website and the media stuff, like it's game over. No one's gonna
Right.
No one's gonna touch it.
no one's gonna get close to what it is now. But
Well, you think with all that success, man, have a good roll of toilet paper.
Yeah,
I know,
like,
right?
What the fuck's
Yeah,
going
man,
on,
what the
dude?
fuck?
I just got to figure out how to monetize it.
Yeah, no. Shit tickets. One guy, I was in Oldfield. One guy was, "Hey man, you got any extra shit tickets?" I was like, "That's the best description of toilet paper I've ever heard in my life."
Yeah. What about cuck bucks, dude?
Cuck bucks. That dude said that last night. I'm putting that in my stand up. That's hilarious. Yeah, I've got it.
Hey, it's crazy how much people that you don't know will end up influencing like your jokes or something that you're doing.
Well, you meet a lot of people, and like everybody's got different perspective, right? So some people call some things something, and it's just like it's phrases, and that's the
Right.
key thing in comedy is saying shit that everybody's heard, but saying it in a way of which they've never heard. So like, you know, you pull from the whole, you know, just everyday life. That's why I think a lot of people who like actually write material, you know, they're writing from like a writing perspective, which you have to write. That's key. But I live these experiences, and I take these premises, and then I write from the premise and make it a joke instead of like vice versa, which is like a cool. It feels more authentic. Like when I say like I'm fucking somebody's wife for money, you look at me and be like, "Hey, guys, probably do." He's got a face for cuckolding.
Dude. When we were fucking when we were at Vulcan one time. After I think it had to have been Kill Tony. You were off stage. We were upstairs by the bar, getting a drink. This chick comes over, and this is not the only time that this has happened. It's the only time where I was like, it really was like glaring. Chick walks up and says, "Hey, something," talking to him, flirting with him, and then her husband like starts to walk over, and before he's like totally there, she just goes, "If I wasn't with him, I'd be fucking you."
Holy shit.
And I was just like. This bitch really just said that with her husband like 4 feet away. Yeah. And it was just, it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh,
I mean, that dude, and there's just a lot of weird female interactions that happen just every time I go anywhere now, especially with you. But like, dude, me and Bobby picked up these MILFs on the plane on the way back from LA. Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you weren't there.
I wasn't on the plane, but yeah, I heard about it. But dude, the craziest, it like, I'm not like super fucking famous by any means, but like, I got people come out to the shows. But I remember when I was in Tulsa, I was doing the Hard Rock Casino, and I like got off stage, took a picture of everybody, whatever, and I sit down at the blackjack show. I wanted to gamble while we were there, so a couple of the people that were at the show came and sat next to me and gambled. And I kept seeing this fine ass blonde walk back and forth, like she was lost or something. But I could tell she was looking at me. I go, "Hey, miss, can I help you with anything?" She goes, "Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I drove fucking 4 hours to see you. Can we go up to your hotel room and fuck?" And I was like, "Chips, please." Yeah. Yeah, what a treat that was, you know? Because you could tell the motherfuckers, especially in the comedy world, you can tell the motherfuckers that used to get laid growing up, and then the motherfuckers that get laid because they are who they are. Yeah. It's a different minefield. Now, I don't just fuck everything. Well, I try to navigate because some bitches are crazy, and they like,
dude,
they'll throw
like Drake used to throw the condoms away and or put Tabasco sauce in the condoms after he'd come, so they couldn't scoop it out and spoon it in there. I mean, you got there, and that's one thing I worry about.
That's fucking crazy.
I just get worried about, like if you're all drinking and having a good time. I've never tried to advance or anything on a woman, when she says no or anything. I'm gonna just catch a vibe. I can turn over and go to sleep right here. Ain't no big deal, dog. Because my biggest fear is something. They just, because it's in like the natural like realm of things. Most of the time, people are probably going to believe the woman 9 times out of 10 over the man. Time. You know what I'm saying? So I like in my flag because I've got homies that are bigger than me that I've had run into some of these things, and I'm like, dude, that just ain't worth it.
That's a real life
I'll just
nightmare.
My biggest fear.
Yeah, and that's why I stopped taking Xanax, because I wound up in my neighbor's fucking closet with a toaster naked. Like, how did I get there? So I'm just, it's a circle of life, like the Lion King.
Dude, Xanax is fucking. That's a fucking like a vortex of doom in itself.
Yeah,
I took fucking Xanax for the first time in high school during spring break, and I blacked out for like a week and a half. Dude, I woke up laying on the counselor's table. And I was like, she's like, "Are you back with us?"
Yeah.
It's like, "I don't know, brother. What day is it?"
Yeah.
It was a week and a half later. And then I did it again, and I fucking came to, and I was at a bonfire at my buddy's house with these strippers we pulled, and my shoes were in the fire, and the rubber was just melting off the bottom of my shoes. And I was like, I should probably stop doing this. And then I got addicted to it for like 4 years, dude. But what are you going to do, dude? Get some new toilet paper, man.
Yeah. Can't wait to send you a picture of the most expensive roll of toilet paper. I'm gonna buy it.
You're gonna have like organic fucking
Angel Soft,
Angel Soft tea leaf,
Charmin,
the best. Well, boys,
thanks for having us.
It's episode 1. We're figuring it out. Johnny No Ears, I think we're good.